Hello, welcome to the channel. Doing a Vanquish Soul K9 deck profile, as that is what I played with last week, and I think I'm gonna keep giving a go and seeing how I can do with this deck as well as I improve, hopefully. I picked up these cards because they were like relatively cheap in comparison to what they used to be. Obviously that is because, well, I thought it was no longer meta when I picked up the cards, but obviously recent results have showed from YCSs that it is still very competitive. I will start with the main deck. Three, two, one. So it's a 40 card deck count. Starting with 3 Azuna, 1 Lupus. Then I've got 3 YuGiOh. So in the games that I have recorded previously, I ran 2 YuGiOh, 3 Noroi, but I found that I was opening too many normal summons, so I wanted to reduce it. So I have gone the other way. So I've gone 3 YuGiOh, 2 Noroi, 1 Lantern, 2 Case, and Force Release. So that is the K9 package that I play in the deck. I am tempted to potentially change this to 2, so I'm not limited with 3 Azuna, 1 Lupus, because I have found that I end up having this under a body and not being able to use it again. But obviously then that does mean that I could open it more, which is obviously a problem that I don't want to have. But yeah, it was my first locals playing with the deck, and I wanted to give it a go because, well, I mean, the art is freaking wicked. And I have been interested in Vanquish Soul from when I first started, because I had seen it from another YouTuber from when I was getting inspiration. And I thought I wanted to obviously now give it a go, since obviously I have the K9 cards. And yeah, and it sounds silly, but I like the art style, and that is how I was attracted to playing it. Then I've got 1 Razen. I play 3 Mad Love. I tried with 1 Pantera because I like the idea of being able to destroy the spell and traps in the column. So either I can use it for my own benefit to set forced release if I destroy a case, or I can use it as, yeah, taking out opponents' spells traps. Then I've got 3 Xiaolong, 3 Holly Sue. Then I play 1 Caesar and 1 Heavy Borger. And then for the spells traps, I've got Soul Start, Snow Devil, Rotor, and Stake Your Soul. So that is the main deck cards that I play that aren't hand traps. I guess the others could be Called By and Triple Tax Talent. So 1 game against Lunar Knight, I opened Stake Your Soul, Talents, Start, Called By, and I opened an unplayable card. I don't remember what it was. Oh, Fua. And I am tempted to move these potentially into the side, or maybe cut 1, keep the other. Just because, obviously with this deck, I want to be able to draw attributes. And when I go first and only open spells, that is not the idea. So that was a good experience, but yeah, obviously this is only the first time I've played it, so I have got to give it more time to see what the potential of it is, how I can play it. Obviously, if you have watched any of the videos, I misplayed a lot. And there were definitely hands where I definitely should have won the games, but it was taking me too long to combo, being it a new deck, so I wanted to obviously I gave the games to my opponents rather than a double loss, because I felt bad because it was taking me way too long to read cards and understand and know where I wanted to get to. Yeah, moving on to the rest of the hand traps in the deck. And then for the remaining cards, I play 3 Fuwa, 3 Ash, 1 Shifter, and 1 Kaiju. The Kaiju is mainly for the attribute, but also at my locals there is a couple of Lunar Light players, which obviously cause problems. So if I draw into it, it's not the end of the world, and obviously I can just use it to tribute over once I'm done using the fire attributes. Yeah, and I have ways out to get over the 3000 body, but not the Liger Dancer or even the Leo Dancer. That was also problematic. Yeah, moving on to the extra deck. So the extra deck is something that I definitely want to edit and move around. Obviously soon there is the new K9 Xyz coming out. That will probably want to go in because it's a board wipe, which is quite helpful. And there are a couple of other cards that I think could be helpful, but I'm still learning of how I want to play and what I want to play. So I've got 2 Rock, 1 Rocks, I've got 1 Werewolf and 2 Ripper. Then for the Nationalite package, obviously C104 has boomed in price even more, so I am not playing that. So I have either 107 or 101. So I either use this as a rank up for CZ's Nationalite to, depending on which one I've gone to and depending on the matchup. This is if I just want to absorb their bodies. And then this one is if I want a Dark Ruler, all the face-up cards, and then also have a big body. Not that I have gone into this yet, because I've only just recently patched this, but I wanted to see what it could do. There's an idea, but I don't know if it will work out. Then I've got 1 Valon. This is the card that I'm unsure about, only because of game knowledge, and I don't know when to interrupt certain matchups, which is obviously the problem. Then I've got this Arc Rebelling Xyz Dragon, which is, it can't be destroyed by card effects. It does require 3 level 5s. So if I'm going against Lunar Light, basically I'm hoping that they don't blow up the board before I have 3 level 5s. If they do, then they can attempt to, and obviously it won't blow up. And then I can detach a material and it gains the attack to total attack of all other monsters on the field. So the only way that they're getting over it is on their turn when they attack it, because it is not a quick effect. So if I can interrupt them enough to the point of where they only get 1 Liger, then hopefully I can get over it. But that is just in there, it's just a potential. And I've got 1 SP, 1 Zeus, and 1 Typhon. The cards that I was unsure about playing, obviously most K9 Vanquish Soul, they play Saryuja Skoldred. The only reason I don't like doing this in my head is because if I end up drawing 4 dead cards out of an already dead hand, or if I have no cards in hand, this puts me, and it leaves me on the field with not a very good position, because I'm stuck with a Link 4 and I have no way to climb or go to anything else. So that is the only reason that I don't play this. Then Hound was one that I thought could be good just because of its standby effect, allowing me to banish cards on the field. And then the other one is Jax, and I am tempted to play this because this could be a good interruption instead of Valon, but again, unsure of when and what to interrupt depending on the matchup that I'm going against. I feel like lately I've played the most against Lunar Light, and that deck is so confusing. I have no clue how to work around that, but it all comes with experience, hopefully. I will now go to the side deck. Okay, now looking at the side deck, I play 3 Droll, 3 Perulia. This is either against Mirror, which I haven't gone against, or for example, there are a few people that play, or there's a person that plays Regenesis, which is all from hand. And that is all I can think from the top of my head. Obviously, Lunar Light does bounce back and summon from hand, so it's potential. Then I have 2 Doggerons, just as additional fire attributes and to have a playset, so I have more likeliness of drawing it. Then I've got 3 Regeki and 1 Feather Duster, and then 3 Ghost Bell. I am unsure on how to build and how to set myself up for side decks, because I feel like there is such a big variety of decks that I go against in my locals. Like, for example, the person that got me into YuGiOh, he is normally on Heroes, but last week he was on YuBell, which I have not gone against, which definitely showed because I was interrupting all of the wrong places, but that's how I learn. Yeah, so I am unsure whether I want to change any of this. Obviously, in the YCS, we saw there can only be 1, or Tigaboo. Obviously, showed an appearance. Obviously, Gravekeeper's Inscription was another one that showed it itself. Yeah, there are a few side deck cards that probably would be better in this deck, but this is just what I could come up with on the day. Obviously, yeah, there are some people that also, well, most people play Part of Prosperity, but again, I feel like my edge deck is so tight that I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm losing edge deck choices. So that is the only reason why I also don't play this. Yeah, that is the deck profile. Thank you for watching if you did. If anyone has any suggestions or any questions, just pop a comment down. I try to reply. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out.